Hello everyone and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar News channel. Today, we have an update that could change everything for holders of the Iraqi dinar. A 72-hour countdown has emerged, and whispers of a possible revaluation are spreading fast. Investors and holders are on high alert because this countdown suggests that something significant may be just around the corner. For years, the idea of the Iraqi dinar revaluation has fueled hope, speculation, and anticipation. Now, with the mention of intel hitting markets, many are asking, could this be the real signal we've all been waiting for? In today's video, we'll break down what this could mean, why the countdown matters, and what investors should consider as the situation unfolds. Stay with us till the end because every detail could be crucial for anyone holding or watching the dinar right now. The countdown clock of 72 hours has sparked excitement across online communities and social media platforms dedicated to the Iraqi dinar. For holders, these 3 days feel immediate, real, and urgent. People are asking themselves if they are fully prepared for a moment that could potentially bring massive changes to their holdings. Over the years, multiple countdowns have circulated, creating waves of speculation. Yet this one carries an intensity unlike any before. The mention of intel hits markets adds an extra layer of credibility for some, signaling that not only individual holders, but larger financial institutions might also be paying attention. As the hours tick by, conversations grow, ideas circulate, and imaginations run wild. What could happen if the dinar suddenly increases in value? The combination of a countdown and market intelligence creates a sense of anticipation that is hard to ignore, keeping communities engaged day and night. For those who have held the Iraqi dinar for many years, this 72-hour window brings a mix of excitement and caution. The idea of revaluation has existed in discussions for over a decade, fueling dreams of sudden wealth. Yet, holders have learned to be patient because the dinar story is not just about chance. It is tied closely to Iraq's political, economic, and financial developments. This countdown reminds everyone that timing is everything, and that preparation is crucial. Some holders imagine waking up one morning to see new rates reflected on bank screens, while others envision being among the first to exchange privately. In either scenario, the anticipation creates a shared sense of purpose among investors worldwide. Communities track every whisper, every hint, and every piece of information that might indicate movement is imminent, reinforcing the idea that something important may truly be approaching. The repeated mention of intel hits markets has added urgency to conversations surrounding the Iraqi dinar. People are speculating whether big banks, traders, or global financial institutions are already watching behind the scenes. If so, the chance of movement becomes more tangible because markets respond quickly once insider intelligence reaches critical points. Some believe that banks could be quietly testing systems or preparing for updates to ensure readiness. Others think agreements, trade contracts, and regional alliances may be quietly aligning, creating the perfect conditions for a revaluation. For dinar holders, even the hint of these activities sparks hope, as it suggests that the narrative of revaluation is not purely speculative but could have practical momentum. The anticipation alone drives communities to engage continuously, checking news updates, forums, and alerts for any signs of action. The 72-hour countdown is also emotionally significant for holders. It is not just about numbers, it represents hope, possibility, and the chance for a sudden financial shift. Many holders have been patient for years, some for over a decade, waiting for the moment when the dinar could finally realize its potential. The countdown brings the distant dream into a near-immediate reality. People imagine seeing higher numbers on screens, witnessing transactions reflect stronger values, and feeling the excitement of a long-awaited breakthrough. It is this combination of hope and suspense that keeps communities vibrant. Every timer, every rumor, and every intel whisper strengthens the emotional connection to the dinar. The 72-hour window represents not just a numerical time frame, but also the possibility of life-changing outcomes, making it a focal point for discussions and anticipation worldwide. The potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar is closely tied to Iraq's economic and strategic position. The country holds vast natural resources, including oil, gas, and minerals, which form a strong foundation for currency value. Furthermore, ongoing banking reforms, modernization efforts, and integration into regional and global financial systems provide additional support for speculation. While challenges remain, including political instability and global economic pressures, believers argue that these efforts suggest positive momentum. The combination of Iraq's resources, strategic location, and modernization efforts aligns with speculation that a revaluation may be closer than ever. As the 72-hour countdown continues, holders connect every small economic signal to this broader narrative, hoping that this time all factors converge to create a stronger Iraqi dinar. Global market conditions also play a key role in the current speculation. Conversations around a global reset have been intensifying, fueling the idea that weaker currencies could gain strength in the near future. Economic restructuring, digital currency integration, and debt realignment are all factors that some believe could directly impact the Iraqi dinar if such a reset occurs. Iraq, with its abundant natural resources and strategic trade position, could stand to benefit significantly. This has caused holders to pay close attention not just to domestic events but to global economic news. Even subtle changes in trade agreements, oil prices, or financial policies can be interpreted as potential signals for revaluation. In this context, the 72-hour countdown is seen as a period where global and domestic conditions might align to trigger something significant. Community discussions around the dinar have intensified as the countdown approaches. Online forums, social media groups, and private chat rooms are buzzing with speculation, theories, and analyses. Many share past experiences with countdowns, recounting moments when expectations did not materialize, while simultaneously expressing renewed optimism. For this particular window, the shared history of anticipation and patience makes the community feel united, as though they are all standing on the edge of a historic moment. People exchange advice on preparation, possible exchange strategies, and ways to monitor bank updates effectively. The countdown has become more than a timer, is a rallying point for thousands of holders worldwide who have invested not just financially, but emotionally in the story of the Iraqi dinar. The concept of a 72-hour window also brings an element of immediacy that is hard to ignore. 3 days can feel both long and short depending on perspective. But for holders who have been waiting years, it feels almost instantaneous. Every hour is watched carefully, every whisper analyzed, and every news item dissected for possible meaning. The phrase itself has become a symbol of hope, suggesting that action could come suddenly, without warning. This urgency drives communities to stay alert, continuously monitoring updates and sharing information. Whether the movement comes from market intelligence, insider insight, or broader economic signals, the countdown creates a shared focus that is both tense and exhilarating for those invested in the Iraqi dinar. Preparation is a central theme during countdown periods. Holders are not just waiting passively, they are organizing, reviewing, and planning for possible outcomes. Some imagine the logistics of exchanging dinar for other currencies, checking bank requirements and ensuring that documentation is ready. Others consider financial planning, diversification, and strategies for managing sudden wealth. This mental and emotional preparation reflects a deep commitment to the dinar's potential. The countdown, therefore, is not just a timer, it is a reminder of readiness. Communities encourage each other to stay vigilant, grounded, and informed, recognizing that while speculation is exciting, preparation is key. Every moment of the 72-hour window, becomes an opportunity to refine plans and strengthen confidence. The speculation surrounding market intelligence adds another layer of complexity. When the phrase intel hits markets, circulates, holders interpret it in many ways. Some believe it indicates direct action by traders and large financial institutions, while others see it as confirmation that rumors have traction in broader financial circles. Either way, it reinforces the idea that the revaluation narrative is more than idle hope. Financial systems operate with timing, strategy, and careful coordination, so any hint of insider information fuels anticipation. Discussions focus on how this intelligence could affect rates, timing, and execution. Communities attempt to interpret signals and decide when action might be necessary, turning the countdown into both an analytical exercise and an emotional journey for investors worldwide. The global financial landscape is another significant factor influencing speculation. Economic uncertainty, inflation, currency, instability, and regional conflicts all feed into the conversation. Some believe that if major global economies undergo restructuring or experience challenges, resource-rich nations like Iraq could benefit from increased currency valuation. This thought fuels hopes that a revaluation might occur sooner rather than later. Holders analyze trade policies, oil demand, and international relations to assess the likelihood of favorable outcomes. The combination of Iraq's domestic reforms, natural resources, and global dynamics creates a unique environment for speculation. The countdown acts as a lens through which holders examine both local and international developments, seeking signs that the dinar could finally rise. The emotional dimension of waiting cannot be overstated. Many holders have experienced decades of speculation, excitement, and disappointment. Yet every new countdown brings renewed energy, a fresh sense of possibility, and an emotional connection that is hard to quantify. People share stories, dreams, and strategies, forming bonds that span countries and cultures. The 72-hour countdown creates a collective experience where hope, anticipation, and preparation intersect. Whether the revaluation occurs or not, the process itself unites the community, strengthening the resolve of those who continue to believe in the Iraqi dinar's potential. As the countdown ticks forward, practical considerations gain attention. Holders discuss exchange methods, access to banks, timing strategies, and potential obstacles. Scenarios are considered for both gradual and sudden changes in value. Some plan to act immediately if rates shift, while others consider staged approaches to minimize risk. This attention to detail reflects the seriousness with which holders approach the dinar. While speculation and hope drive emotional engagement, preparation and strategy are equally important. The 72-hour window is seen not just as a countdown, but as a moment to test readiness, sharpen focus, and ensure that action can be taken effectively when opportunity arrives. International perspectives also influence the conversation. Iraq's role in global trade, its strategic position in the Middle East, and its resource wealth create a context in which the dinar's value is closely watched. Changes in oil markets, regional agreements, or foreign investment can signal potential impacts on currency valuation. Holders monitor global news alongside domestic developments, seeking connections that might indicate a revaluation. The countdown serves as a focal point for these observations, concentrating attention and generating discussion. It becomes a way to combine speculation, analysis, and hope into a single narrative, making the 72-hour period feel both urgent and meaningful. The possibility of a sudden financial shift motivates many to stay engaged at all times. Even small hints, rumors, or unusual market activity are scrutinized. Communities work to share information quickly and accurately, creating an ecosystem of communication where anticipation thrives. This environment keeps holders alert, informed, and emotionally connected to the potential revaluation. The countdown amplifies this effect as the limited time frame increases attention and focus. Every passing hour becomes significant, making the 72-hour window feel like a rare opportunity that demands careful observation and strategic thinking.